Why didn't I take the job? You, courier.
Yes, apparently Ulysses decided not to take the job because you called his hair gay. I'd call that work shy. Hi guys, and welcome to the Lonesome Road trailer breakdown. It'll be great.
You.
Oh come on, it's not that gay. You don't have to go blasting off into space for... Oh. That isn't a rocket, is it? Oh. Well, this is our first look at Ulysses. He's in the middle of a sort of rocket, and he is, according to the falloutwiki.com, he is threatening to destroy everything. Or that might be implied. Well, let's continue.
Or the reason.
Yes, this is pretty much setting up Ulysses' character. They do this a lot in other trailers, where they set up the think tank, and they set up Joshua Graham, and they were really unique, interesting characters when they did that. Here it's a knife and a robot, and there's like a guard zombie thing, and that's pretty much the extent of Ulysses' character. He's just turning out to be another knife-wielding maniac. So, yeah, until the game proves it wrong, I'm not really expecting much. Right.
See the divide.
Yes, the divide, a.k.a. Hopeville, was sort of an experiment done by the scientists of the old Big Empty, on the sort of Hopeville, and the name, and it became the divide. And it's a sort of weather storm thing which has cracked the earth and caused storms regularly to go there and destroy the places. And you can see here it's a sort of yellow sky where the clouds are blowing and the land looks utterly cracked and desolate. And that's the work of the think tank, because they went mad. And there's also hints that this might be your hometown. So yeah, it looks like you had a great upbringing.
See.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I said that too. Oh, there's some buildings there. Oh, there's an NCR uniform.
Your world stripped.
Looks like all the other DCs, this DLC will have other than an intriguing story, it will have a unique engine feature, where Honest Hearts had rain. For example, remember the rain, where the rain came down. It was unique to the engine. Looks like this one will have destructible scenery with the sort of that building going to break apart and rubble piling to the ground. I don't know if the building just actually falls, like a large building just falls onto you, but that'd be quite interesting, where the divide just tears itself apart, and that'd be quite interesting compared to your main game experience where you could lob 19 fat mans at a building and it would barely be, the textures would fade away, the destruction textures would fade away after like 3 seconds. So that'd be quite interesting, and I think that's what they're trying to do, make the divide come to life, make this city which was destroyed, which is being destroyed over hundreds of years, come to life in front of the player.
Bear all its beasts.
Now, there's a red thing, a sort of like, what's it called? The Captain America villain? Red Skull? Yeah, he looks like Red Skull. I'm assuming there's going to be more than one Red Skull. There's going to be 1,000 Red Skulls. And as you know from Honest Hearts, or probably most of you don't, Joshua Graham said a large NCR contingent tried to go around a bridge or something to try and get to the Hoover Dam, but they got lost in the divide, and as a result, Caesar's Legion managed to survive the previous war. But it looks like you're going to find the remnants of that red legion or division of NCR which was destroyed. It looks like the divide has affected them somehow, turned them red, but they still have their NCR uniforms, and what you're looking at is an NCR uniform and red burnt skin, and that looks like going to be one of the main enemies you're going to face. And they're not going to be like ghouls or anything like that, or like stupid feral ghouls. They're probably going to be quite a smart indigenous enemy that you're going to face quite a lot. Usually the DLCs don't mention the NCR or Legion except in dialogue, but it looks like you're going to face some quite familiar textures. I mean, you saw there the NCR Legion, you're going to wear an NCR Ranger texture and other things like that. So it looks like you're facing these guys. So these guys are probably quite smart.
Its shadows. Got a message for you.
Like Fallout 3, but unlike Fallout New Vegas, it looks like the Divide or Lonesome Road DLC will have a lot of nuclear animations, and considering that nuclear warheads play a very large part in the plot, it looks like you'll be seeing a lot of them. And this is sort of, you see the missile trail there, coming from behind and then making a nuclear explosion right in the middle. And it looks like that'll be a big feature. Now, we don't know necessarily for sure that if Ulysses is sort of holding the wasteland hostage for an ideological reason with nuclear weapons, but we do know for sure because of the trailer that there's going to be nuclear weapons going all over the place.
Come find me. You know the way. Bring all your weapons.
Yes, this will not be like Dead Money or Honest Hearts, where Dead Money you couldn't bring any weapons at all, and Honest Hearts you can only bring a very small amount of weapons. Ulysses has challenged you to bring all the weapons you've collected over the Divide. Now, I don't know about you critical players, or you high critical players, or you people who have collected the unique weapons, you know, like the YCF3, you know, the unique Gauss rifle which can kill enemies in one shot. But, you know, I'm particularly worried this will make the game easy, but maybe there's a few mechanics in there which will, you know, remove your advantage. But just telling you, you can bring all your weapons for this one.
Bring your convictions, your flag of the bull to...
Yes, you saw some unique weapons there. It turns out that you'll be getting a unique rocket launcher, which is probably an anti-personnel rocket launcher as opposed to the anti-vehicle one, despite there being no vehicles in Fallout New Vegas. And what I mean by that is the anti-personnel one fires more rockets with less damage, but with more aiming prowess, so you can actually hit enemies. So that'll be a unique one there. A Tesla cannon, which can pretty much tear up enemies from limb to limb. A sort of Tesla, you know, shocker. Like you know, Red Alert 2. And a wee sort of laser weapon. Looks kind of weird.
Headed beer. Or
not to mention the eagle thing. Look. Oh, it's gone. This is interesting. Joshua Graham did mention the Legion, the division that happened to be going through the Divide was a veteran NCR Legion. Now imagine if the Divide tore them apart or made them just get lost or disappear, and this most tough NCR element became, you know, the indigenous element of the Divide and became your enemy as opposed to any potential ally. I like that story element. It looks like you can see there's a horse on this guy's helmet with a sort of NCR gas mask on and the sort of uniform. So you're going to be facing some elite NCR troops who've gone mad from the Divide. Now, forget what I said. That's a cool enemy. Now, is his face burnt off or is he a ghoul? What is he wearing?
And at the Divide, you and I will have...
Now, Ulysses seems to have broken his vagina or something, so he's deciding to threaten the whole wasteland with nuclear weapons. And here's you having a little bit of a cat fight over this platform, and winner gets the top bunk, you know.
An ending to things. This is your road. When you come, you'll walk it alone.
Oh yeah, you can't bring your companions, which suggests nothing. I just guess the companions just can't interact with either the environment, won't be able to comment on it because they can't afford the voice actors anymore. There won't be any companions at all. However, you will be able to collect little bits and pieces for Edie to turn him from a little floating robot into a floating battle machine. That's just conjecture, of course. But that's it really. And this mod is by Chris Avalon. So, you know, like the Dead Money and Old World Blues, it will probably conclude like in a sort of symbolic type life thing. So if Dead Money was about what was it about? It's about greed, about being, if you're alone your whole life, you become greedy and you sort of shoot for the stars because you've got nothing left to lose. But be wary, you can be trapped in your obsessions. That's the controlling idea of Dead Money. Old World Blues is sometimes your brain can run away with you if you leave it to itself. So you better be wary and live life. That's the message of Old World Blues. You may be surprised about that. And Lonesome Road is probably, you hate to spoil it, but please press pause now. It's probably about the fact that you always have to be alone to understand the truth of things. That's a bit of a literary thing for you there. Well, thank guys for watching this trailer breakdown. If you feel like it didn't have what you needed, please post abuse below. Please don't subscribe, by the way, if you like this breakdown in any way, because I've only got other videos coming up. I've got if you play mods, there's a Requiem for Capital Wasteland mod, which I'm going to combine, which combines Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas. So I'm going to do a massive playthrough. I'm thinking 480 parts from Fallout 3, all the best mods in Fallout 3, and all the best mods in Fallout New Vegas, all played through, plus the DLCs, plus Lonesome Road, up until hopefully 11th November when Skyrim comes out and interest from Fallout just drops down to nothing. So I'll be doing that. So you'll unfortunately get that when you subscribe. So please do not subscribe. And I'll also be doing mod videos, which if you hate mod videos and you hate my voice, please do not subscribe. Just don't subscribe anyway. But if you enjoy this video, just like it. And if you hate it, dislike it. Take care, and I hope you enjoy this trailer, this DLC.